Okay, so me and my mom went to 2 different estate sales in New Jersey. The first one I saw online. Well, no, I got an email about it, and it was a lot of sewing notions. So I jumped up, called my mom. We were out. When we got to that one, they told us about a second one. I'm going to start with the first. I didn't get a lot at the second one because, of course, we got there a little bit later in the day. So a lot of the stuff was probably picked over already. But this is the one, the first one we went to that had the sewing notions. Like, this bag is just full of like zippers, thread, just like all types of things that you would need for sewing. So I was really excited about that. Also got 3 different containers that are full of zippers, buttons, sewing notions. I will get up and show those in a second. But this one is basically just like thread. Oh, there's one thing in here that was really, really cute. This is so cute. This was in a drawer and nobody looked at it or opened it up. Maybe they didn't need it, but this is pretty cool. I don't know if she made this, but look. And I have one of these, so having another one is always good. But yes, I thought this was really neat that it had its own little, you can even put, I guess you could put scissors in here. Might be too short for scissors. But I thought that was so cute. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to leave that out so I remember to put that on my sewing table. It was just like full of lots of stuff. I had a bunch of the zippers at first, and then I put a lot of them back and just wanted to concentrate like on the metal zippers. And this is the metal YKK. Usually like it's the YKK or the Allen zippers that you try to go for. Those are like the old vintage ones. So I was super excited when I saw that. What else is in here? That's really just about it. It's thread in here. And I had my mom with me, which was good because, she's the true seamstress. As I always say, I just play around and my mom's the real sewer. So she was able to say, yeah, that's good. Get that. You need that, that type of thing. So that was full of thread. These were a pair of jeans. I saw they were cut up. I don't care because I'm going to cut them up anyway. You guys know I'm always looking for like, when I say vintage jeans, because they're normally the ones that's 100% cotton. So I'll just say I'm always looking for 100% cotton jeans. They had a couple different ones there, but they weren't like just cotton. A lot of them, well, not a lot. Some of them were stretch. So I did like the fact that this one, was just a regular cotton here that I can cut up and use. So I just grabbed those. Now again, this is from the first place. This is just a bag of remnant fabric. It looks like at one point in time they were making masks, I guess during COVID. So it's just a lot of little cute pieces of fabric. I could use these, for instance, not really to sew anything with, but a lot of times you just need scrap fabric to try out your machine. And I'm always like at the last minute trying to find stuff. And some of these are really cute. Like this one right here, this is the Central Perk. That's really cute. Like if I was to make something, don't know what, but it's cute. And then there's all of the masks. What I'll do with these masks is I'll just donate them to my local thrift store because I don't need them. I mean, some people still wear them like it. These still have pins in them. The ones with, the ones with pins, I'll donate because I know what they do at the thrift stores. They'll have a bag and it says unfinished project, and you can buy it and then you can finish a project. So I'll just go through, pull out all of the masks, any fabric that I think I may not really, need. Now this one is really cute. They'll probably appreciate this one. It's a Spider-Man one, so these will be good. So I'll drop these off this week. It's a lot of different ones, animal print, but like the little pieces of fabric that I feel like I can, would want to keep just on my sewing table. I'll keep those. This is a little, what is this? Bees and ladybugs. So that one's cute. Look like they started, never finished this one. I'll keep this one just for the fabric because this is like nowhere near done. But yes, I'll go through this at a later date and see. A little sparkle, we gotta keep a little glitter, a little sequin, and see which ones I'm gonna keep. Oh, is this a Phillies? Yo, this is so cute. I wish this one is done. We don't really need them right now, but I'll give it to my my coworker. She loves the Phillies, so I'll just go through and see if there's anything in here. The Eagles one, I have to keep the Eagles one. Like we're gonna keep it a bang. It's not even finished, but it's Eagles fabric. Like, am I ever giving away Eagles fabric? No. Are you crazy? So yeah. Oh, they even have the Flyers one. I wish she sewed because I would give her this one because she went to a Flyers game the other day. But she doesn't sew. I don't know what else she could possibly use it for. I don't know. But anywho, so I will go through this and pick out ones that I want to keep and the ones that, I'm going to go ahead and take to the thrift store. So the thrift store is going to get blessed with a lot of fabric. Oh, I do love this one because it looks like a patchwork. Y'all know I love anything patchwork. That is really cute. I wish she had like a roll of this fabric. Yo, I would make the cutest skirt or top out of that. But anywho, so that's the, let me put this back in here. Okay, still at the first store. I mean, the first store. Felt like a store. The first house. This one is a Sack Roots bag, which is really cute. In excellent condition. I love the hardware on this. And it says the Sack Roots here. And then when you open it up, this is the inside. I do believe the inside was very clean as well. Yeah, I don't even think they ever carried this bag. Like, let's look at this. First off, look at that. Like, usually just from your hand going in and out, like the moisture from your hand, the natural body oils, that would have gotten some type of liquid or oil on it. But no, I don't think they ever even carried this. This is so cute. It's a nice natural color, giving bohemian vibes. So cute. So that's that. I'm trying to put this down. You can see like the pile of stuff I have over here, like this packaged up. I'll put on my leg for now. If you know, I do collect vintage patterns. I have no intent of ever using them. So it doesn't matter like of all the pieces in here because I'm not going to use them. I don't sew from patterns, but whenever I see something that I think are really unique, I get them. And I got this because it kind of reminded me like of the house coat, of the moo, the caftan, so I got that for this reason. I have a lot of vintage patterns, which one day I will do a show just to show, a live just to show. Let's put that there. Now, this right here is a couple of adult pieces in here. Not a lot. It might be like only 2 or 3. What happened with that was I asked if they have any clothes, and it was like, no, there wasn't like any clothes. So I went to one bedroom, and they had some robes, and behind the robes, there was a couple pieces of clothing. Not a lot, but it was some good stuff. So this one right here is a Adriana Papel. It's one of the newer ones. It's a size 14, burgundy, beaded, long. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. So I'll probably, not even probably, I'm more than sure I'll end up reselling it. I mean, I could always take it apart and take the lining out and just use this part for something as well. The top and the bottom, cut the lining out. I mean, that would be a cute festival piece. Let's be honest. If we just took the burgundy lining out and it was just a sheer, this and this, you put like some either jean shorts underneath with a bikini top or just a bikini underneath. That would be a fire festival piece. So we have that. This one is, I think this is, oh, I didn't even notice the pin on here. Oh, I love a good brooch moment. Yes. This one is a Chico's. Does need to be cleaned. Not a problem. It may actually be able to go in a washing machine. It's a Chico size 1. So 1 is a, I think the 1 is a 1 at 810. I gotta look it up. I have it written down somewhere. I'm just trying to see if this can go in the washing machine. It's like polyester and rayon, and it doesn't say dry clean only, so I'm assuming so. I'll just throw it in and see. Oh, let me see. Maybe it says it on here. No, it does say dry clean only. Okay. Still means nothing. I normally just soak them, and then I let them air dry, and then I take my heat press machine, and that's how I get them back to regular. But the brooch, I love also the, I love the contrast straight lining. But the brooch, yes, so cute with all of the different colors. I'm sure it probably has a meaning behind it. I will look it up and see what the meaning behind the brooch is, because all of the different stones, yeah, that's not just by coincidence. I'm gonna take this off and stick it on here. My little mannequin next to me that has brooches and stuff on it. It does say something on the back of here, I think. That's like an emblem or something. I don't have my other phone over here to see, but it looks like right smack dab in the middle. I don't know if you guys can see that in the middle up there. That looks like it says, like it's something. I'll check it out and see. Let's put this here for now. And I just have to remember to come back and look it up. That's pretty though. I do like that. Okay, so that's 2 things. Well, 3 include the bag. Now this was a suit. This was up in the attic. This suit was up in the attic. This one is a Raphael. It is a size 10. It is 97% wool, 3% lycra spandex. So it's a little bit more modern piece, but it is nice, and I like the fact that it was a size 10. It's nice. I didn't look it over for any type of moth holes or anything like that. A lot of times moth holes don't bother me because I do upcycle. I could just use a piece of the fabric or cover the fabric with denim, another piece of fabric or vinyl. So stuff like that, I really don't look for it. It's not a true deal breaker for me. So yeah, I didn't look to see, but this is a nice one. It is fully lined. It's a nice long skirt too. Like, even if I was to cut this and make it a shorter skirt, I would have all of this fabric to do something else with, like to usually put it on a patch on a sleeve or something like that. So it was definitely a win for me to get this one as well. I think it's only one more piece of clothing in here. Yeah, this is another pair of jeans. This is Craft & Barrel. And this one does have spandex in here. These are Craft & Barrel. These aren't the ones. Oh, no, here we go. These are the ones. I was going to say I picked them up for the pocket. These are the ones. I didn't even mean to pick up these, but that's fine. I always pick them. But I do like the stitching on the pocket, so I can use it. Because I got the other pair specifically for the pockets, but I do like the contrast stitching on here. I mean, I can use all of the denim itself, especially the waistband with it being stretched. That's really good. Now, the stretch waistbands always come in handy when I do upcycles, like when I need to change out the waist, because it gives it a little bit of extra, So that's good for that. It's not like a loss that I got that. But I thought these pockets were cute. That's not it either. Where's my one with the cute pockets? Here we go. Okay. Like, I guess I just grabbed all the jeans at one point in time. Here's the ones with the cute pockets. My gosh. Yeah, so I thought those were cute because I do have a bag I'm about to do. And I was thinking about the pocket I was going to use because I usually put these pockets in the inside. Oh, wow. There's her to-do list. Aw. And she has it on a St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital paper. She needed to get pork sausage, cream and coffee, iced tea, and baby powder. I hope she got those things. Yep, so this is it right here. It looks like she had actually taken these in at one point in time and then took them out. These are some Gloria Vanderbilts, baby. And these are size 12. These are the knickers or the culottes, whatever you want to call them. Knickers, culottes. I don't remember picking up this pair. Oh, this is a Chico's denim. This is a cotton polyester. Now, this is the most vintage out of all of them. Go figure. You can see here they had actually taken them in and then taken them back out again. But she was a wonderful seamstress, so she didn't cut it into it. She just folded it over, sewed it, and then was able to take the seam ripper and take it back out. But these are pretty cool. The Chico's denim. Wow. I wish they were longer ones. Cool, though. I saw someone do a video where they took a pair of these and made bell bottoms out of it. So, were these longer and she cut them herself? I'm looking at the inside of this. I think these were longer and she cut them herself. I'm only saying that because of the way it is closed inside. See how it's folded up like that? If you look at the stitching on these, it's completely different from how this one is. Yeah, this is like a blue thread, but then out here it's like a light cream or goldish. I don't know. But yeah, it's different. So I think these may have been, I don't know. You can definitely see the difference. So either or. This scarf was just kind of hanging there. It was out of like an armoire. And when I first looked at it, I thought it was a piece of like the remnant fabric, like the bag I just went through. Then I was like, nah, that kind of looked like silk. I don't know. So I opened it up and I pulled it out. And this is a 9 West scarf of nothing but like different types of shoes and stuff like that. I didn't even look at the tag. It feels like silk to me. Looks like silk, but I'm trying to, oh, here's the tag. Let's see if it is silk. Made exclusive for 9 West. Yep, it is 100% silk. You probably can't see it because it is so light, but she's so pretty. I have so many scarves. I know I keep saying it. I need to do something with my scarves. This one I will soak. Well, I'll see. Because sometimes with silk, you got to be funny. But sometimes you can soak them and they'll be fine afterwards. And then sometimes they just be like kind of stiff. So it depends. I only saw one spot on here. That's why I was saying I may soak it. Where did the spot go? It was a really small spot. I don't know where it went, but it was a spot on here. So I see another one here. That's not the one I saw. But it's one in the middle between the yellow and the turquoise shoe. So yeah, that one will probably have to be soaked. Let's put the bag here. She was a professional, I guess I would say interior designer, because I saw her sign that said something about custom drapes and curtains, but I'm sure she did more than that. With all the stuff that she had, she did more than that. I got this one because I thought it was really unique. Like, I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, but it was just giving me like coquette vibes, like cottage court coquette vibes. I have no use for it, but I just thought it was really cheap, so I got it. There were so many trimmings there, like for curtains and pillows, but I didn't need it. If you needed a tassel, baby, that was the place to be at. Oh, I did get some tassels, but I got that from the second location. Okay, so we have this here. That was the only like well, I'm not gonna say the only notion, curtain notion I got. Now this bag was upstairs. Okay, so just a little back history. In addition to all of these sewing notions, they had a lot of collectible items, Barbie dolls, Elvis Presley dolls. They had a Barbie friendship is what it was called, and it was like it folded up and it was an airplane. I saw that online when I clicked to go to see what they had. It was so cute. I did take a video of it. I'll add it to this video. Me being a flight attendant, or used to be a flight attendant, it was just really neat. Had it been in better condition, I may have gotten it just to sit it on a shelf, but it had been played with, and it looked like it had been played with. But it was really cute. So I'll put the video at the end of this. And like I said, they had a lot of vintage stuff. If you were a vintage toy collector, that was the place for you to be. I was telling my mom on the way up, if I was someone who felt like I can jump into other things, I would have, when we was on our website, I would have gotten, looked at more stuff, but I didn't go there for that because I know that's not really my wheelhouse. But this right here is a bag of clothes. Now I say this to say, when I first saw the bag, I thought it was a bag of doll clothes. Even then, I was going to get it and just sell it as a lot. But as I started going through, I started seeing a tag, 0 to 3 months. I'm like, wait a minute. A lot of this stuff is like regular children's vintage clothing. And I just always see children's vintage clothing at the bins. And I would put it in my cart. And then when I started weaning through, I would just throw it back. Like, I don't need this. I don't need this. And I was there, I think it was last month I was there. It might have been last month and a half. I don't know. And I picked up like maybe a couple things, and I posted one dress, and the same day I posted it as sold. Now, did I think that's going to happen all the time? No, but it did make me realize that there is a market out there for vintage children's clothes that I can tap into. That's an easier market for me to cross over to versus toys. Why? Because one, it's fashion. It's still fashion. You know what I mean? It's still my wheelhouse. It's just a smaller size. So I was like, all right, so I just got the whole bag. I just grabbed the whole bag. Like, I was like, I'm not even going to take the time to go through it. A lot of times when you're either at estate sales, the bins, something like that, where it's like fast paced and a lot of people moving at the same time, you just have to grab stuff while you can. That's why you really have to have an eye for stuff like this. Because I know even with vintage doll clothes, this is worth something. And then when you have vintage doll clothes mixed with vintage children's clothing, or baby clothing, I knew it was worth something. Either way, it's going to be worth something. And at estate sales and bins, you tend to not be paying a whole lot for it. So you're more so amped to take the risk and be like, all right, what am I going to lose? Maybe $10 or $15. I mean, if you lose a lot of $10 or $15, that makes a difference. So I don't always just grab stuff. I tend to stay in my wheelhouse, so I know what I'm doing. So with all of that being said, let's pull out a couple things and look at them. Now these, I probably will. Oh, look, this is cute. It even has the little buttons. This one right here says polyester cotton exclusive decoration. This one says it's an extra large. Machine wash, warm, delicate cycle, inside out, non-chlorine bleach, tumble dry, lower drip dry, hang immediately. So this is a cute little one. It's really cute. It's pink. It has the lace. It has like the little floral stuff going through it. As you can see, they make like little rosettes. Can you guys see the little rosettes on it? So this one is definitely like not a child's outfit. So I'm not going to go through all of these right now, but I just want to kind of pull some. I saw the sweaters too. I know these are like definitely baby doll ones. But when I saw the kids stuff, I was like, wow, I wonder if they have anything in here that's actually like, and this one is, see, for a baby. This one says it is 6 months. So that's actually a vintage 6-month-old baby bottom. Is this not the cutest? Like, hello, this is a doll one. We can see. So what I'll do is when I do go through, I'll separate the doll stuff from, the kid stuff. I don't know. Someone made this one. This is a doll one, but someone made it. This one looks like it might be an actual child's one. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I see a tag. And you can't always go by the tag because at one point in time they weren't putting any tags on anything. So I can't go by that. It's also like looking at the openings and stuff like that, the fabric that they use. Anything I'm not sure of, I'll just put it in the doll section because I would hate to sell it to someone as, you know what I mean, like children's clothing, and it's not. I'm going to say this one is more so doll. I could be wrong. Again, I'm going to really go through this stuff and see. I'll take a picture of it to see if there's anything else out there like that. This one is giving me doll energy. It's cute though. It's a cute little sweater thing going on here. Look at that. This one is Novelty Knit Originals 100% cotton. So that's a kid's one. We got 3 kids. This is Bathing Beauty. Wow, this is a kid's bathing suit, 12-month-old. This is by Baby Fair. It is cotton, nylon, and stretch, 12 months. How cute is this? It says Bathing Beauty. Look at that. Like, come on, y'all. Like, this was, I don't know. I hate to say it was a no-brainer because it depends on what you're into. If you're like me, people may walk in there and see them toys still sitting there like, oh my God, why would somebody not get this? Because that's not what they buy. And when I see this, I'm like, why didn't anybody pick this up? Because that's not what they do. All right, so this one I'm going to say is a doll. This is cute. I definitely think this is a doll, but this is cute. All right, this one does need to be soaked. I do see a little spot on there. That is so cute, though. Oh my gosh, I wish this was for a little human being. Oh, you know what? This is going to be worth a little bit of money. Look what I see here. I Spy with my little eye. On there it says 1976 Hallmark Cards Inc. So probably was a little doll. Do you guys see that? Can you see it? Where is it at? Yo, so this right here in itself, we're going to put this in a special pile to the right. And again, I will go through and like really look at them. I'm not even going to wash it. I would sell it as is because when it gets to certain things that's like collectibles, I don't like to try to wash it, I should say, and then mess up the fabric. Because sometimes the fabric is very delicate, especially when it comes to lace and all of that. The colors may bleed, and I'll sell it to you. I'll note the spots, stains, whatever, and then you decide if you want to get it, and then you can treat it. Because generally people who buy that type stuff, like vintage kid stuff like that, they know how to treat it. This is really cute. This looks like one that was handmade. I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm thinking this is one for a doll. I'm honestly not even sure. I'm going to say doll because it is so tiny. I mean, it could be like a preemie, but I'm going to say doll. This is probably something else definitely for a doll. Color forms. Don't know what that is. This is another little, I guess like the other little swim thingy that's over there. Yeah. I'm going to assume that this one is for a human as well because it's just like the other one that's over there. So, I don't know. Like I said, I will. The ones I think are, well, I'll take pictures of all of them and say, this is so cute. Oh my God, this is so adorable. Oh, the tag is like really disintegrating. I can see it's, the name is messed up. They cut the name out or it came out, but it's like really disintegrating here, people. Let me see. Because there's two different tags here. Okay. Machine wash form, non-chlorine, bleach, tumble dry. It's 100% acrylic, but there was a name tag at the top, but it's cut off, so I can't really see. But look how cute this is. Yo, someone's gonna love these. These are so cute. All right, let's put that one there. Is this Humpty Dumpty? Doesn't that look like Humpty Dumpty? And this is actually a child's clothing. This is not a baby doll. Young baby wear. I'm trying to figure out the first name. Something Act Young Baby Wear, permanent press, polyester cotton. This one is 0 to 6 months. Act Young Baby Wear. So this is for a child. And you see how small this is, 0 to 6 months. So that's why I say I can't necessarily assume because some of the stuff is so small that it's not for a child. It could be. It really could be. Again, I'm going to take the pictures and see because this is really, this is bigger than this. But there was no tag on this one, so it kind of had me like, I don't know. So this one will definitely be like in a maybe pile because it could very well be. I'm looking at the buttons. They're the same. Are they the same buttons? Yeah, they're the same buttons. I don't know. So I'll just keep this in a maybe pile. Maybe pile behind me. This one looks like the pants that went to that other one. The first one, I had the pants attached to it. This one. It reminds me of this one. It's a little bit different because it doesn't have it all on here, but it's more or less made the same. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here with these. Oh, you know what? I want to, no, that's pink. I want to think it went to the other one. I just put that. It might go to this one. It might. This is another kid's one. They cut the tag out. They cut it out, like legit cut it out. Don't know why, but this is another cute one. These are really cute. Like, and I know people having kids, but I don't know people who having kids who are into vintage clothing. You know what I mean? This one is polyester cotton. It says size 1-2. Now I have to go through this stuff and see if I want to do it as a lot or if I want to do it piece by piece. I gotta see because sometimes it's easier just to do it as a lot. This is really cute. And check out, it has the little bow in the back. Once you tie it, you bow it. So this may be the bottoms that go to this one. This is the bottom that goes to this one. How cute is this? Oh my gosh, OMG. This is definitely for a doll baby. But again, it's a vintage doll baby clothing. And it's a little knit sweater. So cute. And it has the snaps and it has the tie. So that's baby doll. I'm going to say this is baby doll. I honestly don't know. I could be wrong. We're going to put it there until something. Yo! The Cabbage Patch. Born in the Cabbage Patch. Hazel Alita. Somebody painted this. Okay. This is the little smock. I don't know if this was for a doll baby or a child. Oh, looks like this was for a child. Size 12 months. Another one for a baby. This tag is not cut out, but it is coming apart. This one is easy fit. It doesn't give a size. Well, probably had a size and it's completely gone now. I don't see any other tags. But this is another one. This is easy fit. I said I wasn't going to go through all of these, right? This is, I'm saying this is a baby doll one. Again, because of how tiny it is. And this looks like this is the hat that goes to that. Or, yeah, I want to say the hat. I love it when we're grooving together. Another baby doll. Looks like this is a skirt. I'm assuming it's supposed to be a skirt. This is another bottom, like this bottom over here. Now, I can tell that the waist in this one is dry rotted. It has elastic in it, and I can feel it, like, breaking as I pull it. I'm still going to put it over there with the other ones. This one is 12 months. It's cotton polyester blend. Because this is an easy fix. You basically just take this out and put a new, it probably goes to this. And put a new piece of elastic in. All right, so this goes to this. Okay. Now, this one, I was going to say, this one is actually a child sweater. This one is Cradle Knit. It's 100% acrylic. The brand is Cradle Knit. That's cute. Now, I do see where it's coming apart. Oh, no, it's not coming apart. That's just the thread. I thought it was coming apart. That's the threading. Then, the yarn. It's not coming apart, though. So that is cute. I do see another thread here. Let's see if that's the same thing. That is actually a piece of thread here. One moment. Which child is this? Hello, baby girl. How are you?
Which child is this? Is crazy.
Because I have two. It could be either one of you.
I'm okay. How are you, bro?
I'm good. Look at all of the vintage baby clothes I scored today. These are baby doll outfits, but these are the baby clothes.
Interesting.
I know, right? All right, so this is a little hat. I want to say a baby doll hat until I find something that tells me otherwise. This one is Birdie Togs, all cotton, 0 to 3 months. See, I would have said this is a baby doll outfit. I would never have thought. I'm gonna start with this pile first, taking pictures to see, because they may all very well be, you know, like kid stuff and not toys. Wow, the throwback of the throwbacks. And I'm surprised this plastic in here isn't like dry rotted or, wow, that's crazy. I'm putting that over there because that's most definitely a real person's outfit, not a baby's, baby doll. This one is for a child. This one is 3 to 6 months. It's like a little yellow velvet. Even has the little footies. I think that's the top to that. Yep, with the little zipper.
See you, girl.
See you later, baby girl. Has the hood, the zipper, the lace, the little pocket, and that matches this. So it's a little set. So it's a lot of sets in here. So that's cool. This one is, they cut the tag out, 0 to 3 months. It's weird because they kept the really hard tags, but took out the fabric tags. Like I was thinking maybe they cut it out so it doesn't irritate the child, but you kept the fabric tag, which is hard. I don't know, maybe the brand tag was hard too. But this is cute, and there's nothing over here yellow that would go to. I don't think I pulled anything over here yellow that would match. No, okay. Trying to get our outfits together here. Okay, that doesn't go to that because this is too bright, and this is tiny. Like that's definitely a doll baby. This is giving doll baby. It's cute, little lace, little floral motif in the front. This belt was mixed up in there. Don't know why, but actually this can stay right in here. I'm going to assume this goes to the baby dolls, little baby doll scarf. So it's not really a lot of baby doll stuff here. I mean, I'm still going to do it as a lot. Just, you know, one big thing. What is this here? Why is this tied? Is it supposed to be tied? Is it where the legs go? I'm really confused. I know they didn't have the baby's legs tied up. What the? Let's see if there's any tags in here. If not, we're going to keep it on the baby doll side. But I don't know because this is a YKK zipper. So I'm going to put it on the baby side. Only because I'm just thinking it probably very well is a regular child's one. I want to say this is definitely a baby doll. This, oh, I don't know. This goes with this. So I don't know. I was thinking because it was so tiny. Let's see if there's any, oh, there's a tag in here. Nope, this is a regular child's outfit. Cradle, knit, same thing, 0 to 3 months. Now this one has the same thing with elastic being, you know, dry rot in there, so that would have to be replaced. But this is cute. It says Going Crackers. Now this goes to the sweater we saw. This is the little hat that goes with the sweater we saw in here somewhere. It's a little, so that'll be one little thing that can go together. All right, we get to the end of this one. Did we see something with purple and white? Oh no, this was this. This is what I was thinking of. That doesn't go with that though. And this is, I'm glad I got this because there's more baby clothes in here than it is. And this may all be baby, well, some of it I can definitely tell is not. This one is 0 to 6 months, and this one is Cradle Togs. This is cute. It's purple, white. Is that a bunny rabbit? So I guess this is good for like Easter. Little Easter outfit. Now this one has the bottoms attached to it. Oh, this is like the other one. So they have 2 of these. Because this is just like, did it fall over? Is this exactly the same? Did that one fall over? Let me make sure. No, I just literally pulled this out. Oh, the other one's still there. So we have 2 of these. Doesn't have a size on it. I'll just compare it to the other one. I think the other one may have had a size. So we have 2 of those. I'm really glad I did grab this. Sometimes you just gotta go with your gut. This is a little baby doll one. That's cute with the little ruffle detail going down the front. Another baby doll. A little seller piece. Oh wow. I guess this was like a little baby toy cup. 19, I think it says 1983. 088 ink is what it looks like it says. I can't make it out. I'll use my magnifier later. Let's put that there. Then they had this little measuring cup. They're probably like a little kid set, I'm assuming. They act like they're cooking. Another little baby doll. This is so cute, the little sweaters. And this one has a little hat too. And again, I'm assuming all of these are baby doll ones. The little small ones without the tags. I'm going to check though. See if it went out. Because when I scan it, it'll tell me if it was like for a baby doll or if it was like kids wear. This is cute. I don't see a tag on this one, so we're going to leave this one with the baby doll side. Oh, this might be the pants that go to, yep, this little set here. I'm assuming it is. Is this pants? Yeah, it looks like some type of pants that went to this. And then with the little hat. Another little baby doll. Another little baby doll. Trying to see what this says. Oh, this is another. I gotta look up these color forms. What was the other thing that was color forms? That was in the very beginning, right? Was it? That was a little screw in here. I didn't see the screw. There was something else that said color forms. It was colorful. Oh, this one. So this probably goes. Yep, this goes to this. I don't think this one had a tag. No. This one says color forms. I'm going to look and see if that was part of a baby doll thing. It has to be as tiny as this is, but I'm going to look and see. So this is a little set. Where'd the other one go? Was something else? Did I see something else? There was something else up here. I thought I just saw that was colorful. No, maybe not. Okay. So definitely we know we have at least 2 sets. Oh, this was the other one. I know it was another little shirt. That one doesn't say color forms or anything, but all right, so I'll start with those 2 first. This is the little hoodies, and we have 2 of them. Yay! I was hoping there was 2. So these are 2 little booties. Another little booties. I don't know what this goes to. It might go to this other little shirt. Oh, it does. Where'd I put that little shirt at? Oh, not it. Here we go. So we have 3 sets. Because this goes to that. So we have 3 little baby doll sets, 2 booties. Probably something else that went to the little kid set. Now this matches that shirt, right? The striped shirt. Yeah, this matches the striped shirt. I wonder if this went with this. All the different colors. Who knows? It may have. This looks like it could. I'll check and see, but this definitely matches that. Not sure what it is. I thought it was little socks or something, but that's not it. And then we see something. There was something else. No, the Going Crackers already had a bottom, right? Yeah. I thought it was something else. I'll just put it over here. I'll just put it over there because I don't remember, but I thought I saw something else. This one is another little, what is it called? Baby doll. Looks like these are some baby socks, or either the doll socks. I want to go with the baby, but I could be wrong. Well, they're kind of long for baby, so they might be the doll ones. But I'll check and see. So I think all in all, this was a very good haul, just like this along the baby stuff. These are, I think, if I'm not mistaken, these are the ones they put on the baby hands. I don't know if this is real or for the baby doll, but this looks like the ones they put on the baby hands so they don't scratch themselves. We have another note here. Coffee mate, Thermatears, and chips. She did a lot of notes on the sage jute papers. All right, so we're going to keep this separate because I don't want to just throw it all back in there. Oh, my knee. And then it gets all mixed up again. So I'm going to put these here. Put this right there. As soon as I get done, I'll start taking pictures of those. Now, this I'm not too sure about. Somebody made... This one I'm not too sure about. Somebody made it. It's not like it's an authentic Cabbage Patch thing. But considering it is Cabbage Patch, I mean, it might be worth something. I don't know. We shall see. All right, so now we will look at... Oh, so the sewing machine that I got, I'll attach that to the end of the video of me showing it. I didn't really do too much video there. It was busy. All right, so now for the second... Excuse me. Now for the... I didn't do a lot of video. So I just have this stuff to show you. And now for the second stop... Now, this one right here is just a little kid set. I just got it because it's a Hannah Anderson, and Hannah Anderson is a good brand for kids' clothing. My 2 youngest children had Hannah Anderson. They've been around for a moment because they're in their 20s. They've been around longer than that. So I thought this was cute just to have. I have lots of people, you know, having babies, cute little, especially during the holidays, red, white, and green. Put that there. That's going to go through in the wash machine. This one I got. This is St. Patty's Day. It was new with tags, so I picked it up. It did say, what did it say? The authentic. Here we go. Irish crafts made in Ireland, Ireland's largest selection of Quills of Ireland, a family-run business since 1938. So I figured since it still has the tags on there, new with tags, you know, you can't go wrong with it. Something nice to add to my shop. So we're going to put that there. This one right here is a men's polo Ralph Lauren. You never leave the Ralph Lauren behind. And it was in good condition. Just needs to be pressed out. So I was like, okay, we'll get this one. I love the yellow. This one is a extra large. Trying to see. It says classic fit. Trying to see if it's one of the cotton ones, but you know, they start to switch stuff up on you. Yep, it is cotton. Ooh, that took a lot. Took a lot to get to it to find out it's cotton. So we know we need to soak that one, so we're going to put that up there. This bag is like a mishmash of stuff. So this one right here is black tassel. I got this just to use for like upcycle for like my upcycle projects. You know, you want some fringe or something like that. When you find stuff like this, you get it because in the thrift stores, I mean, in the crafts or fabric stores, they charge a lot. I don't know if they got this from Joann's or they just had it in this bag, but this is the bag that I found it in. So if they got it from Joann's, they paid a pretty penny for it. This one says Sofro Fabrics. Yeah, Sofro Fabrics. Don't know where they're at. But this is a bunch of like little notions and stuff. So, you know, I had to grab that. It's just like some sequins. Did I say sequin? Some sequin. It's a ribbon, like a floral motif ribbon. There is... Now, this is the elastic that you use. Some people can use it like in underwear, bathing suits. See, it has like the... I don't know if you can see the decorative trim on it. but there's like a decorative trim on it. So that's really it in here. There's some sequin ribbon. You know, had to get that too. And in fact, I'm going to put all of these in this one bag, and then I can put them up in the car. And I get done. And I can start organizing it now. These were cute. They had these up in their little cabinet. And it says celebrate. So I got those. I thought those were cute to have. Put this right here for now. Take those up and wash those. One of the guys that was there showed me this. Now this right here, it is a throwback, can't think of the word, windbreaker jacket. But what I like about it is the back of it. The fact that it is embellished. A lot of people, well, I'm not going to say embellished, not embroidered, but customized. A lot of people wouldn't get it for that reason. But a lot of times this is what makes you realize the date or the era, because it depends on when this specific group, company, organization, this is a gymnast company, was out. So this like definitely helps you to figure out the time frame, and people usually like to get stuff like this. This one is the Atlantic Coast Gymnast Team. So I did not look them up to see when, but I can tell from the date, from the coat, that this jacket is dated. So I thought that was really cute. One of the guys had pointed it out to me, because when I first got there, I went straight to the bedroom and he was in a closet, and I was like, anything good in there? He was like, nah, just some costumes. I'm still gonna look. You know, he walked away and I looked, and I'm glad I did, because we found, now this one does have a stain on it, or a spot I should say. Look at this. So I thought that was so cute. So cute. And they actually made this. This is not like a storyboard. Like, no, they made this. I don't know if they had a closure. It looks like they had some type of closure on here. Oh, this no, but actually that's from the hangers. They may not have ever had a closure on here. I don't know. I don't see one on here now, but this is definitely a handmade poodle skirt. When they made it, I do not know. But I just thought it was cute and it was worth grabbing. I thought it was so cute. So that was from there as well. That was in the closet. Another item that was in the closet was this lovely piece here. This is, I know there was a size, I think it was a 6 or something. It's small. It was a 5. Because the lady in there, she was like, oh, that's nice. What size is that? And I was like, a 5. She was like, oh, I'm a 12. So this is really cute. It's the like the long tank dress with the crochet overlay with the fringe. This is definitely giving like bohemian festival vibes. Like, yeah. So this I know definitely needs to be soaked. I could just tell from looking at it. This looks like it's a yellow and this looks like it's a cream. I don't know. So I didn't want to soak them both and see, but this is a vintage. The tag kind of helps give it away. So let's put up there for something that needs to be soaked. And then also, in that same closet was this lovely dress. Now it is torn right here, but that's a small thing because it's not like the actual dress is torn. It's just where the lining is at. This is one of those things that I would sell it as is, or I would just take the fabric and keep it for myself. This is a vintage dress. It's a nice vintage dress. It does have boning in it. There's light discoloration in the inside, but people normally do not let that sway them because it's an inside. You can't see it, you know. And this is one of those things you can always just take the lining out and replace the lining or just remove it. Where is the tag? Here we go. And this one is an Alice Designs. I just sold an Alice Designs dress on Depop, I think for about 100 and something, but that was like more so like a gown. Well, this is a gown too, but this is different. That was like more like a prom gown, like billowing out type. Nice fitted bodice, some sequins up here. It was really pretty. Yeah, so we have this one here. This is I want to say this is, yeah, definitely, I would say more so on the maxi side of things. Yeah, this is definitely maxi. This is maxi. All right, so this is this one right here. So again, I would just try to sell this one as if, because I do put stuff on my page that is damaged, because you have people that are looking for, not saying necessarily looking for damaged pieces, but don't mind buying them because they upcycle or, you know, they just may like it and want to fix it. So I will put this one there. Like I said, I'll go over it and see if I just want to decide to use the fabric, because I can just take this fabric, you know, take the lining out and just use the fabric for something else. That would be very easy to do. So we have this one here. Then we also have this dress right here. Now this one right here, they cut the bottom of it to make it a mini, which is normal. My daughter had picked out a dress for her birthday dress, but it was long, so we had it cut. And this one is another Alice Designs. This one is a size 6. I didn't see the size tag on that one. They're probably about the same. So a vintage size 6 is really about a 2, maybe even a 0. I will look at the measurements and see, but I thought this was really pretty. And what's funny is when I went to the second room where I got the Ralph Lauren shirt from, it was a Ziploc bag, and lo and behold, it was in a Ziploc bag, but the other piece of the dress. So it looks like this was probably, it wasn't super long, but yeah, it might have been about a midi. So yeah, so I got this too since it was there. Because I mean, you can always use the fabric for something. And I need to see, is this silk or is this polyester? Let me look and see. I love the top of this. I wish I could just cut it, but with it having it like this, I mean, I could cut it, but I want it to just be like that because that would be a really cute, like, cropped thing since it's already padded and everything. But I just want to see, oops, stuck on my braid, if this is silk. La 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 la. Hopefully. Yep, this is 100% silk. So, and that was another reason I wasn't want to leave this behind, because I figured it was probably silk, and then this alone would make like a cute little, you know, if I was to fold it over, something like this, or do it the long way and then connect them and just have like a long scarf. There's like so many things you can do with this. I can make a bag out of this, you know. There's so many things you can do with it. So you always tend to, you know, look for other fabric. They probably left this here like other people didn't get it because it was missing a few beading. With vintage, it's going to have a few beads missing. Even when you think it doesn't, it does. You just didn't see them. So this is this one right here. Really, really cute. Like I said, it does have a few beads missing, but it's nothing major. Oh, and whoever sold this did a very good job, because then they turned around and they put a separate slip in here. This is not the one that came with it. They added this in here. Well, I'm not gonna say they added a separate slip. They cut it and then they added this lace around the bottom of it. So I thought that was really neat. They just didn't kind of just leave it as it was, you know. So that was really neat. So what I will do is I will put this up for resale, and I will note that, you know, it was cut. It is missing some beading, all that good stuff. But this is absolutely gorgeous. I truly wish I could just. You know what? Who's to say I can't? I just thought about that. I could still cut this, whereas though it's just this part. It just comes down in the middle. I just thought about that. Like, who's to say I can't? Who gonna check me, boo?
Who gonna check me, boo?
Because this is different. Like, if I cut this, these beads won't come out, because these beads are on a totally different cluster than these long ones. They're on a separate. This starts a whole new one. The only thing that will come out will be these. And I'm not saying I don't care about them, but I just want this part. Yeah, I would just have to put a zipper that goes from about here to there up. So this way they can still get in and out of it. Here's a thought. Okay, so that's that. They had the lovely jumbo crayons. Had to get those. Just when my little nieces come over. This was a vintage holiday vest. Now, it is a little bit discolored up in here, but no biggie. I got this. I was thinking for myself to wear during the holidays, but I'm like, this is probably too big for me, because my mom always does like an ugly sweater type thing. So I was like, I can always do this with a pair of jeans and a turtleneck, but it might be a little too big, if so I can always take it in or just resell it. I think it's adjustable in the back too. Oh, yes, adjustable in the back. So either way, it's good. Once you take it in the back, you're good. What else? What else? Oops, I'm knocking over my cups. Not the cups. And then they had this lovely thing. When you got there was a whole bunch of pots and pans outside, but somebody was already getting them. So this was the only one I was able to get. Love, love, love. I eat eggs a lot, so this is, I'm assuming this is what this is for. This is what I'm going to use it for my eggs. So, and this one is Orgreen Sea, or oh, it's supposed to be organic. I see now. It's supposed to say organic kitchenware. So I got that. Oh, and then this lovely basket they had in the closet there, and it had stuff in it. And I thought it was cute, so I took the stuff out. I was like, this will make a cute little bag. I would carry this as a pocketbook with the right outfit. So I'm going to take it outside. Oh, these glasses are in here. I believe these are broke. Yeah, these are broke. I don't know if they got broken up in here with the weight of all the stuff on it. I'm not sure. So these I'm going to trash. But I will take this outside and clean it out. Like put water in it and let it just, you know, although it's flying, so it get nice and clean. And then I will carry it. You know, thought it was cute. It was a cute little bag. I can see me carrying it. I could actually cover this in denim. I already know I can cover this in denim. That would be cute. But yeah, so that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed my haul. Much longer than I intended it to be. And I still have to add on the sewing machine and the Barbie friendship. So it's probably, well, it'll probably be about an hour at most once I cut out all the unnecessary stuff. But thank you guys for watching. I have a mess to clean up now, and I will see y'all on the thrift side. This is the vintage 301 Kenmore sewing machine that I got. Amazingly enough, I only paid a whopping $20 for this machine. Since I've gotten it, I have tried to sew with it, and it did the most perfect seam. I'm going to get it serviced and keep it.